Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about natural hair. I'm going to show you guys how I moisturize my hair in the nighttime, as well as how I achieve this beautiful soft voluminous puff. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so this is my hair. I wore it in a puff for the past 2 days without moisturizing it. I went to sleep just like this and I woke up just like this. And so right now I'm just trying to fluff out the hair, trying to separate it and break it apart a little bit, since it had been molded into that shape for the past 2 days. So yeah, so I'm just running my fingers through it. I'm trying to detangle ever so slightly and just fluff out the hair. So the first thing that I'm going to do is section off the back of my hair. And I typically start at the back just because I have a looser curl pattern back there and my hair isn't so densely packed in the back, so it's just a lot easier to start back there. First thing that I'm going to do is go in with some aloe vera juice, and I'm just going to spritz my hair. Next, I'm going to go in with this beautiful Textures Moisture Butter, and you can purchase this at Walmart or your local beauty supply store. But I really like this moisturizer. As you can see, my curls just kind of melt in my hand, and my hair just becomes super moisturized. So I recommend this if you want to try something a little bit inexpensive. Next, I'm going in with castor oil, Jamaican black castor oil to be specific, and you can also purchase this anywhere. I use a dime size amount for a section of this size, and then I just go back in to make sure that I saturate the ends, because we need moisturized ends to retain length. Once I'm finished rubbing in all of the product and all of it seems to be evaporated, I go in with a dimming brush. And this brush you can purchase at Sally's or Walmart. Essentially it's just a paddle brush, but it works really well for natural hair. So this just kind of smooths out and detangles the section and just prepares it for a nice smooth twist. So if you struggle with twist outs that aren't as defined, I would definitely say use a dimming brush to smooth out all your curls, and you can have a super duper defined twist out. So up close and personal, you can see actually how dry my hair is. So right now my hair is in a very fragile state because it is so dry. So the first thing that you do not want to do is go in with a hair tool. Definitely finger detangle and spritz the hair. You can also go in with an oil, just add it on your hands, but you definitely don't want to go straight in with the hair tool. This is where you will experience a lot of breakage. This product in particular, I haven't had issues with there being white residue, and I didn't have any white residue the next day, as you'll see later on in the video. But of course, just make sure you rub all the product in, because some products do leave behind white residue, or some products don't fit well together. But yeah, so just be cognizant of that. But as you can see, my curls are quite hydrated. And then again, I'm just going in with this dimming brush. And then I'm just going to twist up this section. So I am completely finished twisting my whole head, and as you can see, my hair just looks a lot more moisturized and it has a nice sheen to it. In total, I have 10 twists in my head, and so the next thing that I'm going to do is bobby pin these twists back. You all know shrinkage is real, and so because the products were, you know, water-based and or wet, your hair is going to shrink up. So I try to put some bobby pins in just to combat the shrinkage, so tomorrow I can have as much stretch as possible. And also be sure to make sure those bobby pins are comfortable because you still need to sleep. So I am about to go to bed after protecting my hair, then I'll be back. So next day, as you can see, hair is shrunken and only a few bobby pins survived. So yeah, so the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and separate. So after separating my entire head, I'm going to be going in with this pick. And as I'm demonstrating here, you want to make sure you pick it from the roots and up. So pull the hair taut and then pick from the root. So you can go straight in and not hold the hair taut and just pick out. So you'll have like a, you know, 80s classic afro. But I do prefer the textured and or twist out look, so the little curly cues on the end. I do prefer that look, but sometimes I just get the picking away and I pick all the way through the hair, which is fine as well. And so yeah, you can just be strategic about that depending on the look that you prefer. Also, when picking out the hair, make sure you pick out fully and cover up any parts that may, you know, have been left over from your twist. Just pick out the whole section fully initially, so you won't have to do as much work on the tail end. So I'm just taking this dimming brush again, and I'm just brushing the hair up in the direction that I want it to be in. Then I'm going to be going in with this 48-hour edge tamer control, and this is by Eben, and it's one of my favorite edge controls. I also really like Shine and Jam, but if I had to tell you an edge control, definitely I really like this one. So I'm just placing it around my edges, and don't forget that you don't have to have a sleek look. You don't have to have baby hairs, and you don't have to use edge control, because any manipulation and any brushing and any additional product on your edges, of course, will dry your edges out. For the most part, I don't use any product on them. I just, you know, untwist and go. And here I'm just pulling out these little curly cues. I find that these little hairs never grow, you know, or they're always coming out of the style, and so I just go ahead and pull them out ahead of time. And you can use a little bit of product, not too much though, like I did here. Just use a little bit and you can just curl them up, and then they're just out the way. take a soft bristled brush and brush up the hair. I wouldn't recommend using a hard bristle brush, but I understand sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But I definitely recommend a soft bristled brush. Then I'm going to go in with my handy dandy shoestring, and I prefer the shoestring over the giant hair ties just because it gives me more control over the shape of my puff, as well as how tight I would like for my puff to be that day. Then just go back in and create some more volume and get your puff to the desired look. And that's honestly about it. And shape it a little bit. Make sure you pick out the back so it doesn't look like you've been laying down all day. And that's about it. So happy face because of my happy puff. And when I tell y'all my hair was so soft, I actually haven't used castor oil in a while. I've been using coconut oil and olive oil, but let me tell y'all, this castor oil, it just changes everything. And so I'm sure you can tell I'm sure you can tell through this screen that my hair just it even looks soft, or at least I feel like it looks soft. But let me know if it looks soft to y'all. Leave a comment below. But just leave your little scarf on for 10 minutes, let the edge control set, and then you can remove the scarf and go on about your day. So these are the end results. Nothing too fancy, you know, just a little bit sleek. Then I'm just gonna go in with my edge brush, and then, you know, y'all can do your baby hairs or what have you. I actually have a love-hate relationship with baby hairs, but I do, you know, partake. I partake in the baby hair game just a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you all for coming back and tuning in. I'm going to try to get back on a regular schedule. But anyway, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye guys.